His hot start, 14 touchdown passes and 0 interceptions. How about that? There's been some trash talk between Jalen Ramsey and Tyreek Hill this week. Tyreek said Jalen was, quote, just aight. And Jalen responded by saying that Tyreek is a Pro Bowl kick returner, not a Pro Bowl receiver. So, Shannon, who wins that one on Sunday?
I like the Chiefs at home. I don't believe Mahomes will have the type of day he's been having, skipped to 300 yards and the multiple touchdown passing per game, but I believe he'll do enough. I think he'll get somewhere around 250 yards and a couple of touchdowns.
Okay.
But, Jalen, be careful because you're judging Tyreek Hill on what he was, not what he is. He's not that same guy. He's a better technical route runner than he was last year.
I agree.
So be careful. And I know you like to press, but you better win every single time. Because you miss this guy, he's going to hit his head on the goalpost.
He will.
He has that kind of ability. And because they have Sammy, now we don't know Sammy Watkins went out of the game, so we don't know. And that's the thing with Sammy Watkins, Skip. He has unbelievable potential, but he stays nicked. He stays nicked. Travis Kelce. Now, we saw how they defended Gronk. They put multiple bodies on him.
They did. I mean, maybe they'll put Jalen on. I don't know.
And do what with Tyreek Hill?
I don't know.
Yeah,
figure it out.
But in Kareem, they can also run the football. Kareem Hunt, he got it going last week against the Broncos, tune of 145 yards. Not only can he run it, he can throw it. Now the thing that Jacksonville can do, they can get home with 4. But the thing I like most about this game, Skip, they're at home. The snap count will not be, crowd noise will not be an issue. So those guys will be able to hear the snap because they got a lot of penalties on Monday night. Monday night. It kept them in 2nd and 12, because they were getting these pre-snap penalties. But I like Kansas City. We'll find out a lot more about Mahomes. We'll find out just how good he is. This is the best defense he's faced thus far. The question I have is basically is Jacksonville's offense against the Kansas City defense. And I think both aren't very good, but I think I'm going to trust Kansas City's defense a little more at home than I trust Blake Bortles because I saw what he did at home against Jacksonville. He went into Blake against the Patriots. Threw the ball all over the field. I mean, he looked like, woo, man, look at Blake. But then I see him go lay an egg. I thought it was Easter. Laying eggs out there against Tennessee, 9-6. Where they do that at?
Tennessee's pretty good, so go ahead.
Tennessee ain't got an offense like this.
No.
So I'm going to say I believe it'll be a high-scoring ball game, and everybody thinks when you're playing deep, Jacksonville comes to town, it's going to be a low-scoring game. I believe Chiefs can get to 31 points at home.
Wow.
I got 31-23 Chiefs.
So, quick thought on Jalen Ramsey. He has taken a page out of a younger Richard Sherman's playbook because he is talking his way into household name status, right? Hasn't he just talked his way into America's sports consciousness? Because it seems like every week he's going after somebody new, right? So now he picks out Tyreek Hill, and you can just see him at home thinking, who could I say? What could I do? Oh, Tyreek. I'll just say he's just a kick returner, right? And it's his form of self-promotion and gamesmanship because I think he's the classic, he's got a lot of Shannon Sharp in him, right?
That's how he gets himself ready to play.
He gets himself ready because he's motivating himself. But he's also hoping he might get into the psyche of one Tyreek, and maybe he'll try to play too fast or be a little too overeager to catch the ball, and he'll drop one, right? So I don't mind what he does. The act is starting to already wear a little thin because now I'm getting to the point of he's crying wolf, like he's just doing it every week, and it's like, okay, next, who's next on his list?
Well, he had Gronk, so we called out Gronk. I mean, for the most part, he didn't call anything for the Jets because Jets don't have anything. I mean, he didn't say anything about the guys at Tennessee. There's nobody. If it's a big name, that's Skip. In order for you to make it bigger, because he plays in Jacksonville. If he played in New York, Richard Sherman realized he played in Seattle. So no matter how much the 12th man, he's not in one of these household markets. So I got to do something to have people talking about me in Jacksonville. I mean, they love little Duval, but Jackson, you know what I'm saying?
Duval County.
Right. So he's doing things to make people talk about him, even though he's not in the household market. And the Jacksonville Jags are not a household team. They're not the Patriots. They're not the Pats, the Steelers, or the Cowboys. So he's going to, if you're if you're a good team or you play in a big market, he's gonna call your best players out.
But can't you let your play speak for itself?
I'm gonna tell you about it. Because the thing is that Brian Billy used to tell us, he said, guys, I want you to talk. He said, because I don't want you to sneak up on them. Because see, if you sneak up on them, they're gonna say, well, we didn't think they were that good. So what we did, Skip, baby, we play in Tennessee.
Here we come.
We coming. So what?
The playoff game at Tennessee?
And we went there because we were the first team to beat them in the Delphi in the regular season.
I was there, and I think I was staying in your hotel, and I got in the elevator to go down that morning, and everybody was wearing fatigue.
We ready for y'all ain't gonna do it. Jeff Fisher do all that talking. And remember the Titans was the hot movie. So they playing the video montage. I don't want them to get another yard. They're going to remember that. We ain't going to remember nothing. We're going to remember here. We came here. We kicked y'all butt. We going on to Oakland. I don't know what y'all going to be doing after this game.
I told you before, that was the most physical pro football game I have ever witnessed. Yeah. It was.
Yeah. Oh. They're playing all the clips of what we've been talking about it. I said, whatever they say we said it. So now what? Jamie, this is the way I look at it. Whether you say a little or a lot, guess what? They're going to kick the ball off at 105 or 425.
That's true.
So if I don't say anything, we still going to play the game. So I'm going to have me a little fun.
Okay. So I'm going to have me a little fun right now because to me, this game isn't really about that sensational young quarterback over on the Kansas City sideline. It's about the visiting quarterback that you have little to no respect for, Blake Bortles, right?
Yeah.
Blake Bortles is pretty good. The truth is, he's pretty good. His QBR so far this year is 14th in the NFL, and that's what it'll probably always be.
That's pretty good?
Yeah, it's just pretty good.
That's pretty average to me.
Well, it's pretty above average. It's a little above average, and that's what he is. He's a little above average, but he's not bad. And you think you always border on garbage when you're talking about him, right?
But here's the thing, though, Skip. Can you get to your destination with a slightly above average quarterback?
Okay, that's a bigger picture question that I can't answer at this point, and you're probably right about it. But I do think he can play well enough to win this game Sunday at Kansas City because I've seen him do it before. I saw him at Foxborough in that AFC Championship game. I thought he played pretty well, and he played really well. Okay, but how about at Pittsburgh? You didn't think he played well?
Yeah.
He played really well at Pittsburgh. That's a big stage game on the road.
I ain't no Big Ben was going to do that.
I got you, and you're right about that. But until the fourth quarter, and again, they kept throwing the football in the fourth quarter. But to your point, the defense started to draw a bead on him and figure out what he was doing, and they didn't get tricked in the fourth quarter like they'd been tricked a few times by Nathaniel Hackett before that. But still, if you look at his numbers in the AFC Championship game, they're up 20-10 early in the fourth quarter, in large part because of Blake Bortles. Yeah. And when Tom Brady and company went down to Jacksonville earlier this year, as you pointed out, Blake Bortles threw for 376 in that game and had a QBR of 95. Well, that's big time against Tom Brady. Right. So I think he's good enough to go win this game because I think Kansas City has the worst defense in the league, and they have given up the most yards in the league.
They're bad. They're bad.
Okay, so they're bad. Is he better than bad? Yes, he's better than bad. So against this defense, I think he can make enough throws that they can play some keep away. They can control the football because you don't want to get that flying circus and give them much time and room to roam because they're off. That kid's riding the magic carpet.
Had they played in Jacksonville, I'd probably taken the Jags.
Okay, all right. But the Jags have a legitimate number one best defense.
Oh, they're legit.
They're legit. Yeah. They're averaging 260 yards a game allowed and only 14 points a game. That is big time.
Skip, they played the Jets and they played the Titans.
Okay, but you know and I know they're good.
Yeah,
this is legit.
I'm not taking anything away from them because they can get home with four with Calais and Malik Jackson in the middle and Dockway and Fowler on the edge. They got good linebackers. They're solid. From front to back, Skip, they're as good as we have in this league.
Okay.
That will be put to the test.
It will be.
On Sunday. And I believe that Mahomes kid, he can make plays outside of the pocket, so you better be careful.
Well, he will be put to his ultimate test this year.
Will.
And this will be different. Remember, they did play on Monday night, and they had to travel back. And you know how it's a little shorter, so maybe Andy Reid can't pull as many magic tricks out of him.
Oh, he got a bunch of screens.
He still got them?
Yeah, he got a bunch of jailbreak screens and all that stuff.
He better have a lot of magic tricks. So I'm going to say that Patrick Mahomes will suffer his first two interceptions of his career. That's what I say.
How many touchdowns did you say? I
got two and two. And I think he'll throw, you said 250, I said 225, which is still, if he throws for 225 against these guys, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got a score?
I got Jacksonville scoring 27 points on the worst defense in pro football and winning 27-24. And for me to give Pat Mahomes 24 points, that's a day. That's still a really good day against this defense that allows 14. But I'll say 27-24 visiting team.
Well, okay. We'll see how well it travels.
Mm-hmm.
You want to give your numbers? Did you already?
I did. 31-23, Chiefs.
Okay.
31.
I
So
feel like
you got the Chiefs scoring 31 points against a defense that's
But they're
allowing
home.
14.
Home.
They're home. And
Yeah.
That's right. You know Arrowhead get loud.
Okay, you played there when it was Arrowhead.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
It's
Arrowhead
not that anymore?
I don't. No, it is Arrowhead, but in name only.
No, but I'm saying,
So, I mean, they've lost a lot of big games there.
Yeah, they have.
They have.
Because the defense. Because normally when I
The
played,
defense.
they were a defensive football team.
I agree. So I don't know. And last year, there's several years, Andy Reid gets off to these hot starts, and then all of a sudden they start.
It's still going to be nice in October in Kansas City.
I'm sure it will be.
Go to get some Gates barbecue.
Yeah.
So the place to go?
I don't know. I don't really eat barbecue like
Yes,
that. Stop telling, Skip. I told you I'm on this thing, Skip. I got me. You see I'm slimming down.
You got to get Shaq. You got to get him so you can get him here.
Shaq is done deal.
Okay.
I told him
that's like a joke.
Yeah, well
I mean, that's a mismatch.
Well, he shouldn't have called me with this foolishness.
Okay. All right.
He challenged me, Skip. I'm minding my own business.
Foolishness right here.
He's
right?
coming.
Okay.
He'll be here.
Good.
Jack, I think I have to give it to the home team.
Huh?
Just for the home field advantage.
Yeah,
I'm with you. Has LeBron found his new co-star here in Los Angeles?
You see Bron James?
We'll discuss that next.